YouTube? This your boy Lang, man, and I'm back here with another reaction video, slime. And right now, I'm about to react to 10 times snitches went terribly wrong. You feel me? A lot of y'all been hit me to react to this. You feel me? For I don't know why, but a lot of y'all been hitting me to react to this. You feel me? And before I get started, slime, you already know, if y'all new over here, make sure to hit that sub button. You feel me? Make sure to check out my other reactions too on the channel. You feel me? I got the forensic files on the channel, the music reactions on the channel, the story times on the channel. I just got them all, you feel me? So check them out if you haven't already, slime. But with this right here, you feel me? Even, like, I'm going to tell y'all off bat, you feel me? Like, snitching is not cool, you feel me? It's not something to do, you feel me? I don't care if you see it, bro. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, bro, why are you? And to me, and if you're doing something and you tell, you feel me, in the end, then bro, why was you doing it in the first place? If you was, in the end, if you was going to, like, don't do something if you going to tell. Point blank, period, bro. Feel me? That's just how I was raised, you feel me? My grandpa taught, like, as kids, we don't tell. Like, even if you see, like, your cousin stealing from the cookie jar, like, you don't tell, bro. Like, no, we learned that as kids. So, to me, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But you know, but to me, once you're classified as a rat or a snitch or whatever, bro, I can't. To me, I can't respect it. I'm not gonna respect it. Like, I'm just not, bro. You feel me? Like, cause I was just raised like that. But we about to see how these snitches went terribly wrong. You feel me? And let's get it, man. Let's see what's going on, and let's see why they snitched. Like, for what? Especially if you was involved in it. What is you telling for? Feel me?
Chris, from the most infamous snitch in mob history to a drunk Russian cop and what you won't believe he did to a police informant, here are 10 crazy times snitching went very wrong. Number 10, Whitney Bulger. Whitney Bulger was a notorious gangster from the Boston area who turned into an FBI informant and helped the federal authorities to take down several members of his rival crime families. However, after he got tipped off about the FBI turning on him, he spent 16 long years running from the feds. For 12 of those years, he was on the most wanted list of the FBI, underneath Osama bin Laden.
Wow.
Whitney was finally captured in the year 2011 and given 2 consecutive life sentences. Not only was he charged with things like racketeering and extortion, he was also charged for his involvement in 11 murders. Since 2011, he's spent his time incarcerated in the state of Florida, pretty much free from any ugly incidents. However, after he was transferred to West Virginia, he wound up dead the day after his arrival. His death was a pretty brutal one, too. 4 inmates were somehow able to walk into his cell at about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, because, again, bro, you told on a whole, bro. And I know a lot of people be like, bro, but 6, you got snitched on. Well, bro, understand this, bro. Eventually, that money and all that is going to run out, bro. And then he going to have to face the music, bro. We got to realize, bro, you got to always... There's always consequences to your action, good or bad. You feel me? And like I said, man, if you participating in this type of stuff and then you tell and you think it's just gonna be, I tell it, it's all good. And, bro, no, because the people you told on, they got family members outside. Always remember that. They got cousins, they got brothers, they got nieces that really loved them, or they got homies, whatever it may be, that loved them, and then you told on them and put them away for 20, however long. You feel me? You think they not gonna get? You think when they see you, they not gonna get? You must be stupid, bro. You feel me? That's why, just don't tell. Like, just don't. Just take the consequence, bro. Feel me? Especially if you was in it.
Morning, and beat him with a sock loaded full of metal locks. He then had his eyes gouged out of his skull, and the murderers even tried to cut out his tongue. This is pretty classic snitch murder stuff, as eyes and tongues were almost always removed back in the 30s and 40s when a hit was taken out on a snitch. Even though Whitney was a hardened criminal, he had snitched on way too many people, and those people had not forgotten. Snitches don't just get stitches. Most snitches, especially in gang-related situations, end up dead. Number 9, snitch with no reward. Frederick Cobia learned the hard way that being a snitch doesn't always pay off. In a Palm Beach County courtroom, veteran detectives and prosecutors stood up and vouched for a known murderer at his sentencing trial. They were trying to tell the judge that Frederick was a trusted ally of the police and that he'd actually helped them out a lot to put away many dangerous criminals by tattletaling. This guy was actually one of their favorite snitches and was a key witness in roughly 24 cases over the past 10 years. But here's the deal. Frederick was also a heartless murderer who beat a man with the butt of his pistol and shot him to death in a 2009 home invasion. The attorney for Frederick wanted his sentence to be only 10 years on account of him helping the police. However, the judge didn't really care what he'd done for the police, seeing as he'd broken into a person's home and shot him to death in cold blood, and then proceeded to rob them. So yeah, he gave Frederick 40 years for murder, snitch or no snitch. Number 8, Rene Enriquez. Rene Boxer Enriquez was born in California in 1962. He was a gang member and an influential person in the Mexican mafia.
Oh yeah, I did a video on this dude, you feel me? If y'all haven't seen that, bro, go watch it, you feel me? But this dude was crazy, bro. He told, bro, just listen to what he did. Like, crazy.
Before he turned into a rat, aka federal witness, back in 2003. He left the mafia and provided American authorities with intelligence on the very criminals he had worked closely with for years. He even showed up to be an expert witness in dozens of criminal trials. He was hoping to get out of prison once he helped the feds to lock up a large portion of the Mexican mafia. However, in 2015, his release was blocked because of him being a snitch. The judge said that wherever he went, he would be a danger to the people around him because the Mexican mafia wanted him dead, and the judge was right.
Yeah, bro. And yeah, like once you tell on once you tell on any mafia, any gang, bro, and you was a part of it, you feel me? And man, it could be bad, bro. Like, you're marked for literally death, bro. It's not a joke. It's not. That's why, bro, when y'all see these people telling and trying to, and you think it's no, bro, it's not. It's never going to be cool because there's always consequences to being a. Don't do it, bro. Just don't do it. Just don't. You feel me? Like, just don't. You feel me? Even, like, bro, as they say, be like, bro, do you know? Be like, I don't know him. Or just be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't tell, because there's way, man. But this dude right here, it was crazy. Like, but the Mexican mafia or any mafia, bro, they're don't you ever run your mouth about them, because you could end up 6 feet under, for real. It's not a joke. And there's no running from them either. Like, they're different, bro. They can. Just don't tell, man. Point blank, period.
He was on their hit list for cooperating with the cops. Also, he happened to be a registered sex offender. If he was put into witness protection, he wouldn't appear as a registered offender. And this was not okay with the ruling authorities. And it's not okay with us either. So he became a snitch for nothing. Rene was denied parole again in 2017 and again in 2019. In fact, he's still rotting in prison and will probably never be let out, even though he snitched on one of the most dangerous mafias in America and put multiple criminals behind bars. Number 7, cash for snitches. In China, apparently it pays to be a snitch. In a totally bizarre move, China has begun targeting people who owe money to the government and other businesses by posting advertisements on the popular application WeChat, where they offer cash money to people who rat out their friends and family. How this works is that if you know a person who owes the Chinese government money and you see the advertisement on your phone, if you tell the government who they are and what kind of money they owe, you yourself will get paid. They're actually trying to create a society in which people earn money for snitching on other people when they do something the government doesn't like. I guess that's one way to make the world a better place. Or one way to fill the government's pockets. It just depends on how you look at it. But here's where things get even crazier. These same advertisements are being used to try and catch social dissidents. Rewards of up to $1 million are being advertised on the application for bad people who the government are often after for crimes like mobilizing social forces, whistleblowing, and not paying back debts. The ads come complete with pictures of the individuals, as well as full information on who they are and what kind of crime they've committed. What do you think about a name and shame system like this? Do you think it's a good idea or a bad one? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And if you're liking this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. Number 6, Facebook Mole. We've heard of Facebook being used to catch idiot people committing stupid crimes and helping solve cases. But this is something else entirely. A mother of 7 in Illinois has been accused of encouraging her Facebook followers to kill a gang member who turned into a mole for the FBI in a case of stolen weapons. The mother is named Leisha Stansell, and she got busted after being caught with a new AR-15 assault rifle that was stolen from a freight train in September of 2016. A man named Brian Stafford was also arrested, but then he turned into a mole and started ratting out other people, allegedly. Leisha, angry about her own arrest, went on Facebook and posted pictures of Brian and encouraged anyone who saw him to shoot him in the head. Naturally, the police were not super happy about this. She now faces charges of cyber stalking along with the gun charges. When asked to be released pending her trial, the judge said no based on the Facebook post, saying she was too dangerous to be out on the streets. So yeah, not so surprising that Facebook and the law look down on heinous posts like that. Number 5, snitches get stitches. A teenager in Grand Rapids has gotten in trouble for trying to kill another teenager and then burn his body in a mine dump because he thought he was going to snitch to the police about a fight. Yeah, it's probably a good thing this kid was caught with a crime like this early on in his life, because now police have the most likely future serial killer in their sights. This deranged teenager even enlisted the help of one of his deranged friends, who he later revealed he was planning to also kill if he became suspicious that his friend was going to snitch. In this case, nobody actually snitched, yet Tobias Lanham, just 18 years old, was charged with first and second degree abetting attempted murder. Tobias stabbed John Bonet 8 times in the chest, leg, spine, and abdomen, and then tried to slice his throat open. This was after luring Bonet to the mine dump with his friend, saying that they were all going to go there to party. After they got out of the car, Tobias called John a snitch and then pulled out a knife and started stabbing. The only reason the young kid survived was because another vehicle pulled up and Tobias and his friend ran away. And in the end, it was all over a stupid teenage fight that had broken out the week before, with Tobias trying to preemptively stop John from snitching. Number 4, Tekashi 6ix9ine. 23-year-old Daniel Hernandez.
You know they had to put the rat himself, the face of rats himself, Mr. Rat Tekashi. You feel me? And you know what's crazy, bro? I said this when he first came out, bro. Bro is not built like that. And then the theory got proven right. But it's just crazy how he's still to this day taunting people, bro. You feel me? That like, bro, and it's just like, to me, bro, all that taunting, bro, and all that he doing, bro, it's just, one of these days, bro, you gonna meet your consequence, bro, because you out here disrespecting Nipsey and disrespecting Vaughn, and then you keep talking about people's dead, homie, and then you keep mocking the people you threw in jail, like, and you think it's not funny, bro. None of this is funny, bro. It's not, bro. You feel me? And these kids and these little kids, bro, like, they think what you did is like commendable. It's not, bro. And people need to know that, bro. Like, no, you don't ever want to be him or none of these people, bro, because it's not cool, bro. It's not okay. It's not, no, bro, no. Feel me?
Also known as Tekashi 6ix9ine, became extremely famous back in 2017 with his breakout rap hit Gunmo. The young rapper has long, colorful hair and tattoos all over his face and body. Have you seen him online before? Or have you heard any of his music? Well, he continued being famous thanks to trolling social media, but this kid's rap career has come to a grinding halt. The actually came to a halt last November when Daniel was arrested for racketeering and possession of weapons. It all has to do with his involvement in the Nine Trey Gangsta Bloods gang. Vulture reported his arrest was part of a joint investigation by the NYPD, the Justice Department's Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and the Department of Homeland Security. The arrest was rushed due to investigators' worries that Hernandez's former associates were planning to attack him. But after the arrest, Daniel decided he was gonna snitch on the members of his own gang. He implicated the gang members in a string of violent acts, like assaults and kidnappings, and even ousted his former manager as a high-ranking member of the criminal group. But it didn't stop there. He went on snitching and snitching, even alleging that Cardi B was a member of another Bloods gang. But for all his snitching, he's still finished. He now faces the possibility of life in prison, though his sentence could be reduced because of all the snitching. The problem for the rapper is that he'll never make another dollar now that the world knows he's got a big fat mouth and will tell on everyone when he gets in hot water. Number 3, informant misconduct. A former Redmond police detective has gotten himself in some serious trouble after sending inappropriate texts to an undercover informant. He's been sentenced to spend 5 days in jail and 18 months on probation, with special accommodations to be given because of his status as a former police officer. His name is Corey Buckley, and he was once given the Medal of Valor in 2016 for saving the life of another police officer by killing an armed gunman in downtown Redmond. The encounter came with some complications, though. It led to a number of issues for Buckley, including undiagnosed post-traumatic stress disorder and alcohol abuse. But his time in the limelight is now over. While Buckley was working with the Central Oregon Drug Enforcement Team, he met a woman who became an informant by giving him the time and location of an upcoming drug bust. At the time, the woman had an open criminal case against her and was facing a possible prison sentence for her own involvement in the illegal drug trade. In exchange for the information, he gave her a $20 gift card. But here's where things get weird. Several weeks after she helped with the bust, Buckley began sending her inappropriate text messages. He then arranged to meet her outside of a local mall where he touched her inappropriately inside of his patrol car. The woman was so disturbed by his actions that she snitched on him to his police lieutenant. His career is now over and he's been publicly shamed.
Wow.
Number 2, snitches get dismembered. A police informant was slain after a police officer she'd been working with exposed her as an informant. This was a gross act of misconduct on behalf of the police in Detroit, and Oakland County has finally agreed to pay $1 million in a settlement with the dead woman's family. Here's how it started. Shelley Hillard got busted with marijuana at a motel in 2011 at the age of 19. She agreed to give up her supplier so she wouldn't have to face any charges and her record would stay clean. Police were then able to arrest the drug dealer a few hours later. Just a couple of days later, Shelley wound up dismembered and dead. A police officer had given...
Yeah, bro, you don't tell on yourself. Bro, why didn't you not just say... See, if it were me, I would have been like... bro, where'd you get this from? I don't know, bro. I just got it, bro. It's just a weed, like, bro. You would have got a slap on her. It's a weed charge, and now you see it's legal. Like, it wasn't even that serious. Like, you ain't had to do all. You ain't had to do that. But that's, again, man. Like, you just can't. You can't tell, bro. Like, you can't be telling on people, bro. Like, especially. Like I said, bro, don't do it, man. Don't do it, because it could put you in a situation where you don't want to be in. And you would not have been in the first place if you didn't, feel me? Or if you're going to do something and then the thing is going to lead you to, don't do it. You feel me? Take the high road. Go in the house. Feel me?
the details of Shelley to the drug dealer, revealing her as the informant. In revenge, the criminal gang that her drug dealer was associated with tracked her down, chopped up her body into pieces, and then set her on fire. The murderer, Kasim Rakib, has been sentenced to 25 years in prison for...
And no, I don't condone this fool of, like, killing her, like, none of that. But at the end of the day, she should have not, like, she should have, that's sad, bro. Just all around, bro. Like that's sad. I don't even really know what to say in that situation.
For her murder. Number 1, the drunk Russian. In November of 2015, a police officer in St. Petersburg, Russia, met with an informant. The officer's name was Andrei Artemyev. When he met the informant, he had already been drinking pretty heavily that night. For whatever reason, the two began exchanging heated words. Andrei pulled his gun from its holster and started waving it around like a lunatic. During all the waving, his finger hit the trigger, and he shot and killed the informant. It was a drunken accident, but Andrei got charged anyway with abusing authority and misusing his firearm. Prosecutors wanted to give the cop 12 years in prison for murder, but the judge wasn't having any of that. Instead, the officer got charged with criminal negligence and only spent 9 months behind bars. Do you think that's fair? Thanks for watching. Would you ever...
I'm gonna end it right there, man. Like I said, man, don't tell, bro. Don't be a snitch, bro, because it's not... It's no good. It's nothing good about being a snitch, bro. Point blank, period. It's nothing good about it. You feel me? But y'all let me know how y'all felt about these people snitching and what happened to them. You feel me? Or do y'all agree with them telling? You feel me? Y'all let me know. You feel me? In the comments. And I love y'all. And like I said, man, if y'all new over here, make sure to check out my other reactions, my music reactions, funny reactions, my story times, all that over here. You feel me? And I love y'all. Y'all stay safe, and I'm going to holler at y'all next time. Already.